Today is December the 14th. Senate Republicans have spent months, literally months, begging our Democratic colleagues to stop fiddling with partisan nonsense and focus on two core things: the NDAA and government funding. I've been talking about the need for a strong National Defense Authorization Act all year long. All year long. I'm glad we're finally going to wrap up the basic governing duty that we have in the next few days. With respect to government funding, I was glad to hear Senator Shelby announce yesterday evening that negotiators have reached a bipartisan, bicameral framework for a full-year government funding bill. Long-term continuing resolutions cheat our armed forces out of the resources and the certainty that our commanders and civilian leaders need to keep modernizing our forces, investing in crucial weapons, and outcompeting adversaries such as China. I'm glad that our Democratic colleagues finally accepted reality and conceded to the Republican position that we need to prioritize our national security. Republicans simply were not going to lavish extra liberal spending on the commander-in-chief's own party as a reward for adequately funding our national defense. It simply wasn't going to happen. Funding defense is a basic bipartisan duty of our government, not something that earns Democrats special treats. As Senator Shelby stated last night, the framework agreement doesn't mean the hard work is over. It means the hard work can finally start. It will take seriousness and good faith on both sides to produce actual legislation that follows the framework. Poison pills, especially far-left demands to overturn long-standing and common-sense policy riders, will need to stay away from the process. And even then, the calendar will still make this a challenging sprint. Our side has made it clear that the Senate has until December the 22nd to complete either a full-year funding bill or a short-term CR into early next year. That's the deadline, and those are the two options. If a truly bipartisan full-year bill without poison pills is ready for final Senate passage by late next week, then I'll support it for our armed forces, particularly. Otherwise, we'll be passing a short-term continuing resolution into the new year.